Ever since the launch of PlayStation 5 back in 2020, fans have been hoping for another adventure with Sony's mascot, Astro Bot. Thankfully, those prayers have been answered. During the 2024 PlayStation State of Play, a brand new adventure was unveiled for the little mascot, also titled Astro Bot. The game will come packed with over 80 levels, 15 new abilities, and a diverse range of locations. However, players will have to wait a few more months to get their hands on the game, as it won't be released until September 6th of this year. So in the meantime, why not dive into some other great games that will satisfy that Astro Bot itch until the new game launches? Welcome back to Game Rant, where today we're telling you our 5 recommendations to satisfy your Astro Bot cravings. Starting off at number 5, we have Sackboy A Big Adventure. There probably wasn't any doubt that the other cutesy PlayStation mascot would find themselves on this list. And it's for good reason. The most recent title in the Little Big Planet game series is a great game for platformer fans and Astro Bot fans alike. Sackboy A Big Adventure gets a lot of things right when it comes to accessible, yet challenging platforming, and that's mostly thanks to its simple controls, well-designed levels, and great array of unique locations. The game also features a rather robust customization wardrobe, which, similar to the Astro Bot game, is littered with plenty of PlayStation characters and callbacks that players can adorn themselves with. For our next recommendation, we're bringing out another platforming PlayStation mascot. It's Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. This classic gaming duo has graced PlayStation consoles for well over 2 years, and their most recent title is an absolute powerhouse platforming shooter that, like Astro Bot, showcases the best parts of the PS5. The new game is the first time fans have gotten to play as another Lombax that isn't Ratchet, but instead his alternate dimension counterpart, Rivet. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is packed full of memorable firefights and platforming sections, plus it features an amazing interstellar story for fans to get wrapped up in. There are plenty of great areas to explore, a wide range of series staples, and inventive weaponry for players to get their hands on. In addition to that, the clever integration of the DualSense controller's capabilities, much like Astro Bot, makes it a great platformer that helps showcase the power and potential of the console. We're moving off PlayStation for our number 3 recommendation, and that's Mario Odyssey. Although Astro Bot will be a PS5 exclusive, that doesn't mean fans on other platforms won't be able to find similar games that can help them scratch their platforming itch. Super Mario Odyssey is an exceptional 3D platformer released on the Switch in 2017. The game is one of the more repetitive titles in the series due to the capturing power utilized in the game. With the help of his new friend Cappy, Mario can now take temporary control of other creatures and objects in the game world. The power allows for some inventive platforming, and thanks to varied locations and enemy types, there's plenty of time to experiment and fool around. Couple that with about 1,000 collectibles to find, and gamers can be sure they'll be busy for a long time. Despite the Mario charm, the real draw for Astro Bot fans here is the refined platforming and uncertainty of what fun new obstacle or power will be awaiting players up ahead. Coming in at number 2 is Ramen Legends. Unlike the other titles on this list, Ramen Legends is a 2D side-scrolling platformer, one that easily ranks among the best of the best in the genre. The game features responsive controls and a plethora of game types and levels for players to enjoy. The colorful art style is an absolute treat, and the excellent music levels showcase some of the most fun platforming levels you can experience. Any Astro Bot fan looking to enjoy a colorful platformer that is packed with fun and laughter throughout should try out this title. Just be wary that it is a more challenging platformer than it may appear to be. We can't think of a better way to end off this list other than by recommending Astros Playroom. Although the game is a fairly brief experience, it is still full of fun PlayStation references and fun platforming levels that all take place within the PS5. If anything, the game is a great introduction to the PS5, beautifully showcasing what the console and DualSense controller can do, as well as teasing the seemingly limitless potential of the upcoming Astro Bot game. In addition to that, the game features one of the easiest platinum trophies that can be earned on the console for any budding trophy hunter out there. It's also worth noting that the game has since gotten a free update with hidden special bots tucked away in 5 different locations, so there's even more for players to explore and discover until the release of Sony's new platformer. We hope you enjoyed our recommendations and found a game to tie you over until Astro Bot releases on September 6th. Thanks for hanging out with us over here on Game Rant, and happy platforming!